Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Happy Monday.
And if you want to know why it's a happy Monday, it's our 3-year anniversary. Oh,
Hmm
3 years old. We are 3 years old as of Saturday, May 4th. May 4th, we went live from Jay's couch.
We should have.
I'm going to find the picture.
Yeah.
I'm
We'll,
gonna
we'll,
find
we'll
the
put it
picture.
up this week for sure. But
Yeah. Ooh.
it started off with us literally on my couch with an iPhone 11, mind
An
you.
iPhone, a Mac
Yep.
laptop, and on a stack of books.
Mm-hmm. And we made it happen.
Yes, we did. We was like, we about to do this, and that's it.
Yep.
So, you already know that we love our community, we love our people, we love Wilmington, we love Delaware. And over the years, we have done a few different events where we give back because that's a big part of what we do. So, you know about the block party, which will be August 17th this year, and Chris Mahana Kwanzaa. And actually, I'll be having a meeting about that today, so stay tuned. But we completely fund those events, like out of our broke ass pockets. So,
no, literally.
With a lot of help.
We've gotten help
from
we
people
do it.
who have volunteered. And we love doing it. Like, we always have a good time, and we love what we do, and that we're able to, give back and all that. So
the worst case scenario is that we stay exactly where we are with this setting, and we have to keep coming out of pocket. But we're trying to grow, so.
Yes. So for this year, we are doing a crowdfunding website, crowdfunding campaign.
Yeah.
We're using Spot Fund. The link is in the comments, and we'll put it on our page. And we're trying to raise money to be able to fund these events because we want them to be a little bit bigger. We want to be able to have a DJ, like dedicated DJs, dedicated band, like decorations, things like that, to be able to bring food in, stuff like that, to make them bigger.
And just so you know, specifically right now with the block party, the long-term goal is for that to become a much bigger event, very similar to the Roots Picnic.
Yeah.
And that obviously takes money. Yeah. And it's a free event, and we'd always like to have it free, which means that we're going to need help to make it bigger. So we're going to put up a link on our page so you can actually donate. And just so you know, whatever money you give, it's not like I'm going to use it to make a car payment. And it's not going to go to us paying our personal bills, nothing like that. It's going to go to things like... We're not buying
a car. We're not funding an apartment. We're not doing none of that crap. Like, literally, we are...
DJ, band, permits, food, all those kinds of things.
So, flyers.
I
would love to...
Marketing.
Yeah. And we are also going to be applying for grants. That's the other thing. We're going to be looking for grants from different organizations to help with this. So this isn't like a money grab. But we realize that we do need help, and we need to ask, So
you'll see the link up.
Yes. So this could be your birthday anniversary present to Naj and Jay. Because you love us as much as we love you.
Yeah. No, but we need your help. So whatever you can do. And, I'll stop there. No, I'll keep going. Okay. If y'all can give a little $5, $10 to these politicians who have connections to big money, you know what I'm saying? Help Naj and Jay out. We don't have any, you know what I'm saying? Just a little bit, you know what I mean? That's all.
Oh God. So we have more detailed information on the Spot Fund page. So you can head on over there. And if you can't donate, at least share it. We would truly appreciate that, so we can get the word out. But we want to be able to put these events on and make them look, sound, feel great for those who attend and who may be watching it virtually.
Keep going.
So happy anniversary, Naj and Jay. Hey, hey. Happy anniversary, Naj and Jay. All right. So make sure you listen back to this episode on WJBSradio.com on Thursdays and Saturdays. You can go to your app store and download the app, or you can go to WJBSradio.com. Delaware's own Grown Folks Radio. Flowers.
Okay, we'll do that.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure.
Wait.
Yeah, don't let me forget anybody.
Happy Teacher Appreciation Week.
Number one.
Happy Teacher Appreciation.
I'm not a teacher, and I appreciate it. I'm an educator, and I work with young people. I'm a youth advocate, but I want to be very clear, and I say this every single year, and I will continue to say it. It's Teacher Appreciation Week.
Yes.
I am not a teacher. I work with young people. The grind that teachers have is completely unique. All right? You have to be a special person. You better be a strong person. You better love the craft, the art of teaching in order to be a teacher. To work that 5-day-a-week, 40-hour grind is a different level of commitment to young people, and they really are unsung heroes. You see so many people getting awards and all this kinds of things for what they do with the youth. No one does more than the day-to-day teacher who was in there grinding with 20, 30, 40 kids in one room and not enough help in a lot of circumstances.
Public school teachers, my God.
So, I understand people have concerns, complaints, blah, 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 but like most teachers are in it for all of the right reasons, and they are amazing people who are as much of an unsung hero as they can be. Like, they are the ultimate unsung hero. So spread some love, give some patience, and just tell the teachers of your children that you appreciate them, because they need flowers every day.
Yes, they do.
I could not do what they do. So
me either. Mm-hmm. Okay, so flowers. I think this is so funny. So Juan Zeke, who we did the interview with at the Chinese store last week, flowers to him and his band Jukebox. They had an event on Friday where they vibed out, and flowers to all the artists that performed. And then also Zeke L. Zeke L for his show at the Queen on Saturday.
Got a couple of images. You go do your thing. Keep talking. I'll get this up.
Let me tell you something. That man can rap. That man can rap. And everybody he got up there did just that. Like, I wish that I had the rhythm to be able to flow like that. Because it just, even when I'm doing songs that I know, like a Cardi B song, I know word for word, child, it's still just, it don't hit. It don't hit.
I think to your point, actually, as a true rapper, a true MC, does have a unique thing. Like, we know people who can carry a tune.
Yeah.
But the difference between carrying a tune and singing,
yeah,
like a real singer's voice and a real singer, is different. Like, I can, with the wedding band stuff, like I rap raps often over the course of a night, but I am not a rapper. Like, I can fake it, and but what they do, what he did at his event, was real hip hop. So you can keep talking, but I got a couple images that I want to show you guys. This is the opening guy.
So young guy. His family was so excited, child. Mm-hmm. Every phone was out. They were rooting for him, and I loved it.
Yeah,
I absolutely loved it, and he was really good.
Yeah,
I don't know his name, but Zeke, I'm sure will tag him. And then this man went in. But wait,
you can see the intensity.
It was the head movements for me.
Okay.
Like the way his head and his hands moved, like you could tell he was in it.
Yeah.
And then he was shaking his hair and everything.
Certain rappers make me feel stupid. Like, he got on stage and said espionage. I was like, wait a minute, let me pull out my dictionary and make sure I understand the content that this man is delivering to me.
This is not familiar for myself, but I'm gonna go and learn.
I'm gonna learn today. All right, here's another one.
Yes.
All right, this is another guy who joined him on stage.
This one,
he was back there in the cut, just chilling for a minute, right?
And he walked up. I didn't know what was happening.
Yeah.
And then when he started spitting, I was like, wait a minute.
Right.
Wait a minute.
I didn't know what his role was. Is he a producer who just kind of sitting back in the cut? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he got on with his big old voice. It was hysterical.
I was like, oh my God.
All right, here's another one. This was a great moment.
Listen, this moment they was going up and down together. Like, this was epic. This was an epic moment.
Yeah.
And I absolutely I got like at least 100 pictures of this moment. I loved it.
All right, and one more. Everybody knows this good brother.
Yes.
He did his thing.
I picked this picture because Richard be going in.
The funniest thing to me about that specific part, because I think this is the part where Markitect was like, hey, real quick, Rich, can you give us a hot 8 bars, right?
Right.
And then he was like, all right, well, and then he switched it. He said, "What? I mean, a 16?"
Right.
And doubling them up, and it was really funny. But he pulled it off and pulled it off well.
Yeah, Richard did his thing as he always does.
Yeah.
It was really good to see them up there together because they're two
different generations, quite frankly.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, respectfully. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know, and honestly, I had a small discussion with Marketech before the show started, and he was making the point that, like, you know, we recognize where we are in terms of just time frame. You know what I mean? Yeah. And Marketech was genuinely excited for young people to come out, and like he was saying, that these young people are really keeping hip hop alive. And that intro act, I forgot. I'm respectfully, I just forgot the guy's name, and I'm sorry. But he was good. And you know, to see pure hip hop still being kept alive by a younger generation is important, and it's appreciated.
Yes. I haven't been to many rap concerts or hip hop concerts, but the few that I have been to, this was a really good one.
Yeah, and I think to that point is it's important to remember that as hip hop has grown over the years, that there is a wide range of concert experiences that you could have with hip hop. You know what I mean? I mean, it can go everywhere from, you know, Sexy Red, all female, super hood, smut. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, to what we saw last night, or to, what was it, Friday, Saturday night, where it's extremely intellectual, very pure, and very 90s from MySpace. You know what I mean?
And we felt safe. Ain't not there, not a worry, not a Just want to put that out there. You make good points. Hip hop in the city and not be scurry.
Because all hip hop is not the same. Let's be honest. Yeah.
But kudos and flowers to you gentlemen.
Sir. Well done, Zeke. Yeah.
Yes. Richard said, "Thanks for supporting the movement. We appreciate y'all for being there." Listen, absolutely. I'm glad that we were able to be there.
That is literally a part of what we say is our job. Literally part of the responsibility that we understand we're taking on is to highlight things that might not get any kind of a shine. And we're doing the best with what we have to bring attention to these things, you know?
Yes.
So, yeah.
Also, I wanted to pinpoint that Zeke does his own merch.
Yeah, which is important.
Yes, so make sure you guys go to his page and buy up all his merch because the shirts are pretty dope. Why are they so scared of it? It's because they don't come out and experience it themselves. You damn straight. They don't. They be so scared. They
you know what?
To have
hold
a
on.
good time.
And I should have pulled up. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it because it's actually a case in point. For anybody who's scared of it, no, hold on, because I'm gonna find this picture. I hope I still have it. Dang it. No, keep talking because I'm gonna pull up this picture to make the point. Keep talking. Yep. Just keep going.
Jeffrey says, "Man, thank y'all for showing love last week and coming through to support myself and the guys. Thank you all so much. Hope you enjoyed the event. You were awesome. Like, this was a great week for shows."
No, here we go. Week. Now, for anybody who is scared of coming to a hip hop event, I present this to you. Okay. Okay, let's be clear.
I love it.
Okay, Brianna, who we all love and know and has her hands deeply in, who has played this, you know, okay, she brought her child out, okay? Yes, she brought her child. They had a wonderful time. So you can bring your small child to a hip hop event in Delaware and enjoy it. So case in point, all right? I did not expect to pull this out right now, but yes, the babies are welcome, all right? There. I'm so glad I could do that. And go ahead.
I was saying to Jay the other day that I think I would like to dive deeper into the hip hop community of Wilmington because that is a community that doesn't get enough love from the news sources.
And can we accept how absurd that is? Because at this point, I believe, I could be wrong.
I've been to a Puerto Rican rap concert.
But respectfully to hip hop, it has really become pop music to the point where it's the most popular music.
Yes.
So the idea that we would struggle to get on stage one of the most, if not the most popular, you know, musical art form is absurd. And I understand the concerns if you have a certain part of hip hop, but it's like we're talking about food,
Right.
and like you have all kinds of food. It's that big at this point.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
So, you might see us at a couple more of these events because I'm ready to learn more. Because I said to Jay, I was like, the artists that Zeke has put on his shows the last time we went and this time, I want to know more. Like, where are you performing? How are you getting your music out? What is that part of the culture?
And I didn't expect to be in this place already today, but I will say, like, okay, I am not a pure, super tried through and through hip hop head, but I'm a hip hop fan, and I grew up listening to hip hop mainly. There are lessons that can be learned through the hip hop approach to creativity, that can be applied to any art. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The idea of doing your own merch, like. There's no reason that a singer-songwriter can't and shouldn't do, like, I've done the same thing.
Right.
Hustling your CDs the same way that Master P did. It's not CDs now, but the idea of hustling your own stuff, that's part of the genre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So something that I don't even think people realize is one of my best friends used to, when I was in college, we would stay up looking at rap videos and poetry slam videos, and that's how I learned how to write. Based off of rap artists.
That's interesting.
Yes. So he would
assuming
tell me
you learned.
He would make me freestyle. He would make me freestyle rap, and I was horrible. But the point that he made to me was listen to their cadences, count the syllables, watch how they rap words into the next line. Like, really listening and paying attention to that portion of it helped me as a writer. And I think that people forget that hip hop is, you have to be, to me, I'm going to be completely honest, to be considered a real rap or hip hop artist, you have to be extremely intelligent. And the ones that I've met, the ones that I know that I call friends.
With a certain brand of hip hop.
Yes, with a certain brand of hip hop.
Clear.
I'm talking about real hip hop. Real hip hop.
I mean, if we're going to open up Migos, there's no.
I said real.
I know, but
real, not commercial.
Yeah. And I almost think it's important to, I don't know how we ended up here. I do know how, but it's surprising. I almost think it's important to recognize.
Richard said, now you need a verse.
I think it's important to actually recognize that it's difficult and equally important to put these different kinds of hip hop and rap music into their proper spaces, because they're very different, but all from the same thing, you know?
Okay, so we're going to have a community discussion about the different sects of hip hop.
And let's be clear, I enjoy it all.
Within our community. That's what we got to do. Because the other thing is, there's no, going back to last week, here we go.
Yeah, can I have to say this?
We always start some shit.
Like, as smart as you might think I am, in certain ways, I'll be honest. One of my favorite hip hop songs of all time, as we talk about intelligence and high level music, is That You Guessed It.
Okay, come on. Can you?
You was right.
So, I think the best way to go about this is to educate ourselves so that we can educate other people.
Yep.
Just saying.
Okay. So.
But yes. So, real quick, since we got a good amount of people watching, it's our 3-year anniversary.
Again.
We are nuts. For whatever reason, we said we was going to do this. So we're doing it. So for our 3-year anniversary, the link is in the comments. We are asking for donations to help us. Don't you say it.
Why not?
Don't say it. We're asking for donations to put on the events that we put on every year. We fund these ourselves, but we need a little help. And we're not too ashamed to ask. We are also going to be applying for grants. So that is another source that we'll have. Whatever you can give, it doesn't matter. It could be 50 cents. The fact that you love us and support us means the most. And if you can't give, share and tell somebody else so that maybe they would consider giving. And we listen.
I feel like a politician and a pastor right now.
I have calculated how much money we need to get the DJs, band, decoration, food, marketing, all of that to make sure that these events are amazing. So this is not a money grab. Just wish us a happy anniversary. Send us a couple bucks if you can, or share. So
now, since we're on the hip hop space, can we just kind of go right into Drake? Like we already talked about it. We can come back around.
All right, so who's exhausted from the diss tracks? I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I love that that the culture is booming with conversations and that lyrics and lines are being written and music is being put out. But child, I am tired. Emotionally, I am drained. That last record from Drake, that hurt me at my core.
Talk about that.
Like, I understand the diss track. Like, in my mind, I guess it seems like there are no boundaries, right? Because you're talking about people's women, you talking about their kids. There should be boundaries. But the fact that he went in on, oh, you must have been touched as a child. Oh, you must have been like that. For me, was like, are you trying to make this like a cool bully moment out of someone being molested and hurt as a child versus the whole Drake being with younger girls thing is one thing. Like, that's disgusting, and it came from somewhere, right? But then flipping it and turning, oh, you bringing it up because you must have been touched as a child. Like, whoa, what are we doing? What are we doing? So it's turned. It went from this nostalgic.
It started ugly and it's gotten ugly.
Yeah, but there was some nostalgia in it, right? There was some nostalgia. We got some laughs, but now it's turned into this really dark thing that I don't want to touch.
And I'm just exhausted with it because, and I really mean this. So now I know I'm going to sound like the old man, and I don't have a problem with that because I honestly, like, old men have, maybe give them a little bit of respect because of what they've seen and trying to give you some game so that you don't repeat certain mistakes.
Right.
Like, when you got to remember, like, if we're going to use the Hit 'Em Up as like sort of one of the, and No Vaseline as one of the ultimate sort of diss tracks, and you could certainly argue that even that went too far. These are men in their 20s at those times, okay?
Oh, yeah.
And Pac was 25.
I did not know that. Wow.
That's young boy energy. And none of, like, even Tupac saying that I effed your wife was like, why are we doing this? And I think that you have to kind of, I still think that you have to zoom out and go backwards, because when we're talking about a hip hop battle, even that was not really what it started out as. And if I'm wrong, anyone who's a real hip hop head, jump in and tell me the history that I'm wrong. But like, when we're talking about 1978, 1982, there's a battle aspect, but it was still all in fun. It's like the same thing as when you have two jazz musicians playing back and forth. Like, Miles Davis got on stage because he's trying to burn you, but at the end of the night, there's a mutual respect. And it's all in good competition. But now when we're bringing people's children into it, when we're bringing people's wives into it, the
children was bad enough.
Even Hit 'Em Up went too far. And these are 20-year-old men before hip hop became super duper the most popular thing. And now, from my perspective, and after seeing so much literal death because of these things, I'm naturally wary about it. But these are damn near 40-year-old men. Millionaires, megastars who are going home at night for a week over and over again to say nasty things about each other. And I made a post making fun of it, and I meant that. Like, what are y'all doing? It's kind of goofy and kind of corny. And I know that I get the history of it. And past that, it's also dangerous. Like, at a certain point, when you are attacking the idea that someone maybe was molested, like, not only have you potentially driven Kendrick, assuming it's all real and not WWE, to a point where he's like, now you really actually did go too far. But here's the other thing, and I've said this before, and I really mean this. People and LA niggas and a lot of other places are very reactionary. And my fear, and I don't even want to kind of open up the box, is that like, I
think we all know the fear.
Is that someone really had their, like, oh, this nigga, and now you're talking about something imagine there are a lot of people who have been molested. And now when you're making fun of that, now that you might have some crazy person who's like, Drake is making fun of something that I went through. Listen. And it's not okay. And like, so someone has got to draw the line.
Sex trafficking.
None of it is cool. And fundamentally, and I've said this before, if, like, we're grown men at this point, I don't have time. Like the idea that who can I just kind of pick that would be totally okay. Okay, I like pick a rapper from here. Who I have no problems with. Sam. Setta's a great guy. Supposing Setta had a problem with me and was like, yo, J Street is a trash person because he talks all this pro-black and he got a white wife. Okay, you could pull that, right? My response is not going to be to write a song about it and then post the song. I'm going to, number one, my first thought, and this is why I respect J. Cole. He fell back like, no, I don't want to be involved with this. It was just and everyone's like, nah, he's got to show his bars, but you see what he's avoiding?
I know them. Y'all
no, this is ridiculous. And I'm 40 years old and I'm too old for this. So my response is not going to be to write you a song when you just came at my neck at a personal level.
See, that's the thing.
And so, wait, I need to finish this. And I know. Okay. So my response is going to be to either just not respond because this is like, what are you doing? Number two, if I'm really feeling some type of way and we've had beef, I'm going to call you. I'm going to text you directly. I'm going to reach out to you, not on some like pull up. I'm gonna throw hands like, yo, if you have a problem with me, talk to me like a man.
We're gonna handle this.
And we're gonna talk about it. And I'm gonna give you reasons, you know, and I'm gonna speak to you like a man in a respectful way. And if you continue to say things that are ridiculous, I can at that point maybe either number one, again, turn it off and just be like, this person's out of their mind. But if you start bringing my children into it and taking it too far, no. Like with the pedophile accusations, okay? Kendrick, if anyone thinks and has any real evidence that Drake or anyone is a pedophile or that they're doing something that's like blatantly illegal in that way, whether you're like raping people or beating on women, call the police. Have someone who's on your staff, your giant team of people, reach out to the authorities because it's past that. This is children.
This is Hollywood.
It's
also Hollywood.
And so that's why I'm like, enough. This is just WWE because y'all are just having fun with this and the point where it can become irresponsible and it's silly. Y'all are 40-year-old millionaires. Stop it.
Jeffrey said, y'all think Drake should pull a J. Cole and let bygones be bygones? I don't think he will. I don't think if anybody's gonna back out now, I think Kendrick, just for his sanity, because we know he's talked openly about therapy. But I think Drake is so much of a troll and loves the spotlight and loves being the center of attention so much that he will continue to just keep going.
And that's the problem fundamentally with all of this to me, and why I'm tuned out, because it's left the place of fun.
Yeah, it's not fun no more.
And it never really was, to be honest. But it's like, again, what kind of a 40-year-old man has time to go home and sum up his team every night? A 40-year-old man who's a millionaire with kids. There's so like I know what that is because I've been there just a short time ago. I have no time to do that. And I don't know what it's like to be in that kind of a superstar space. But like, what are you doing? So I'm kind of done with it at this point, but it's gross. It's a little bit scary already at this point. And it's like, it's not even fun. And I'll also say this. I feel like there's this weird thing where this has become like some kind of corny to me reality TV show for people between the ages of like 32 and 40. Like, you know, because that's really like, if you think about it, I don't think, like I said this too earlier in a text, like, I don't think like the younger kids are actually really involved with this. This is for 30-year-old men. It's weird.
I know Richard was watching. I don't know if he still is, but if you work with kids under
middle
18,
schoolers and high schoolers,
are they talking about this thing going on? Like, what are their thoughts, if they have any?
Yeah.
Because I'm curious to know, like, is it just us that's hype, or is it everybody?
Yeah.
So but you're right. It's gotten gross. And also,
it's not a good look for anybody, and that was my biggest concern.
It's a piss poor example of hip hop diss for me.
Like it's gone past bars.
I think
what like,
he's got 5 songs now.
Imagine just as an adult, Naj, and consider that the effort and care that you put into writing a song. 5 whole songs that you write to insult somebody. Like that's the level. Like I understand that hip hop's fast, so you can get stuff out, you can crank stuff out, and it's a different medium.
Right.
You spent that much time insult, and they get good views, and everybody's trending, and it's great. But like, what are we doing?
So Zeke sent an article that says Drake cleared of sexual assault lawsuit after a $350,000 settlement. Richard says nope to our previous question. Nadia says yes. My high schoolers are talking about it. What are they saying?
Yeah.
And yeah. It's
I like, as someone who has seen the worst of where beef can go, I just, especially because it's really not about lyricism at this point.
Now now you're just coming at the person.
And who does that?
And see what I liked about
who just fundamentally, Naj, is gonna be like, that's why you
y'all
were
ain't
molested.
Nicki Minaj. Y'all ain't Nicki Minaj. That's all she does is come at people's necks.
And what kind of person? Because nobody
having her career
is really. I mean, somebody might be crazy enough, but man, oh man, you're going to stand in front of another man's face and be like, "Yo, you only saying this because you were molested." What?
Listen, when he went on that rant,
what?
I was like, oh.
Whoa. And I'll say this too. I love hip hop and I understand battle rap culture. I've watched all the funny battles up close. But for me personally, again, the idea that I'm going to stand in front of another man this close and smell his breath and potentially get spit on as a fun way to trade insults,
ain't no way.
Not for me. I get it. I understand where it comes from. This verbal jousting. Kick rock, get out of my face.
They are engaging in the behavior that we see in class that we try to change. The middle schoolers aren't interested. Listen, Journey hasn't said not one thing about it
because they're listening to something else, and that's one of the funny pieces about it to me is that, again, if you're like from 30 years old to like 40, this is like, you feel like, oh, this is the cool hot stuff. Guess what? We said this, millennials as a Generation X person, you're no longer the voice of the youth. Sorry.
Well, according to my pastor on Sunday, I am still the youth. So that's what I'm sticking with. So, okay, I just want to know by the comments, put a, what's something for Drake? Put a beard, an emoji with a beard if you're Team Drake, and put,
I'm Team J. Cole, okay?
I know, listen, the memes.
Yep.
The memes.
Just fall back,
for
man.
J. Cole.
No, but that's a sign. I don't care what anybody says. It's a sign of wisdom. Like, I'm not doing this.
Listen.
I am not doing this. I have. Insults about somebody, ass man, not 25, somebody who's 40, 15 years of wisdom, you know?
So Nadia says the high schools are talking about lyrics and the accusations they are saying against each other. I haven't heard the latest Drake diss, but from what y'all are saying, yeah, I don't like that. It's not funny to make fun of someone for being molested. That's wild.
The whole thing has gotten ugly. And so here, can I dovetail? I'm trying to, I don't want to like dominate the whole thing because I know you got stuff to say, but like, can we kind of jump into the DJ Vlad thing now? Because it all ties in.
So, okay, let me.
Yes.
So I don't know who DJ Vlad is. Jay told me who he was before the show, but I did read the stuff and I had sent him the article. The article about, because I was confused as to what was going on. And long story short, he posted something about the mix for one of the songs was bad. And a college professor, a black woman at Princeton said to him, "You're white, so you can't basically be in this conversation." And he went in on her and tagged Princeton and basically called for her removal. And she was like, the fact that you're doing this, and he also called her accused her of having victim mentality. And based off what Jay said, this is kind of like his thing. I normally don't function this way. I'm normally not like, I'm going to boycott and like not watch and all that kind of stuff. That's not normally how I move. Like I'm not going to get online and start a whole campaign about, don't do this. DJ Vlad, if you don't know, has a very successful YouTube channel where he interviews a whole lot of different famous people. And all of them are black. And most of them are in the hip hop industry, rappers and athletes. And it's very successful. And
he's been called by many people a culture vulture. Namely, one of the people, Dame Dash said it, and by a lot of other people too have called him that, and it's a legitimate comment as far as I'm concerned. He does have, he gets interesting interviews and gets people to say, honestly, like incriminating things sometimes, and it's weird to me. And I've generally started to try and watch less and less of him because something just feels off about it. So I only watch certain people for specific reasons. At this point, I'm never going to watch anything that he puts up there again because you don't do what he did. Number one, the funny thing is, I actually think that he has a right to comment on the Drake Kendrick thing because hip hop is so big now. We talked about that. I think he does have a right.
It's a popular thing.
It's a popular thing. So I think that he's actually right in his opinion that he should be able to chime in. However, to take that comment and to, like, he's basically turned into a big Becky Karen at this point. And for him, and I wish that we were big enough so that he could actually see what I'm saying right now because it's really irritating. And I'm not here to try to be the giant defender of all black women, but the idea, and I'm not going to cuss. I'm close. That his response is to try and get an educated black woman at Princeton fired because he heard something he doesn't like.
And he has to reply to hers versus everybody else.
Is a slap in the face to all of the barbecues that he's been allowed into, and it's bitch ass. It's bitch ass behavior. So let me be really clear. I'm never watching anything Vlad TV ever again. I'm definitely unsubscribing from the channel. Whoop-de-doo. Who cares? Nobody knows you. But I hope that if even 3 more people see this and share my sentiment, that dude can kick rocks because you don't do that. That's just like fundamental disrespect, number one, to the party that you've been allowed to sit in at.
Yeah.
And even if it was just white on white, it's just bitch ass behavior that I would never ever condone. You don't do that. You don't try to get somebody fired because they said something that you don't like to hear. And it was just him being a petty little girl. And respectfully, I'm not saying girls are like maybe petty little boy.
Oh my.
Petty little boy. But yeah, and that's honestly, I'll stop there with him. But he's trash.
This is brought out the worst of people.
Yeah.
We have to circle back because we were so ready to jump into this hip hop conversation that
get the flowers.
We have to finish flowers.
Back to the love, baby. Back to the love, baby. Come on.
So, you said Jonathan?
Yeah. I think we forgot about this, but he did a TED Talk.
What?
Yeah. I feel bad that we didn't do. Yeah.
Jonathan?
And listen. I love that man.
He's so busy.
He's so busy, and he's just doing, and he's not good at promoting himself, which is actually something I respect, to be honest. But he did a whole TED Talk at Theater Inn, TEDx, and just wanted to give you flowers, good brother, for doing that.
You smart,
you presenter,
smart.
all percussionizing.
Jeffrey, for your awesome concert.
Well job,
at
dude.
The UAE.
Well done,
holding it
dude.
down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then Scoob,
Listen.
Don Walker, who was a producer, one of the producers on Jimmy Allen's new single,
Grits.
which is like on the charts now. I don't know what number, but it's up there. It was in the teens the last time I saw. The song is Grits, Girls Raised in the Sticks.
I have so many ways to turn that into something absolutely smutty, but you know.
And y'all, I don't know if y'all follow Scoob, but he posts.
Scoob is wonderful at promoting himself.
Let me tell you something.
Respectfully.
Y'all can learn something from Scoob. We can learn something from Scoob. But he posts about it. He's so excited. Congratulations.
Yeah. Nah, it's a big deal. Like, number one, everyone knows that Jimmy Allen's the star. He's a black country star from Delaware. He's a big deal.
From
Milton,
Delaware.
And Scoob, also from the southern part of the state.
Yeah.
Those two have linked up. They've been working together. He's
touring together.
And so he co-produced this new song that's becoming a big deal in the country community. And it's great.
Give me some boots and stirs and me a little cowboy hat.
Have at it.
Show
but congratulations to you. Yeah.
Like, howdy, Scoob.
Yeah. Delaware, stand up. You know what I'm saying?
And he lives here.
Yeah.
Both of them.
And I have another thing I want to say, but I'm going to save it.
They live here. You can be world renowned and live here.
Mm-hmm.
Just putting that out there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're going whale catching. We about to pull up to the beach. I got me a 40-gallon tank at home.
The baby whale couldn't even fit in that thing, but go ahead.
That poor whale is at the beach just laying there, and they're too scared to go and help him because he might roll over on them. And you know why God put me here? Because I would be that nutso to go to the whale and sing to him, to calm him and let him know everything's going to be all right. And dig his way. I would dig a path to push him. Somehow I would do it. But God said, "Nah, you're going to stand with me. You're going to stay right
I respect the crazy white lady in you. You know what I'm saying?
But let me tell you something. Yeah. I was looking at my beach tools, like my shovel and my bucket, and I was about to grab it and go ahead, grab me some sunglasses and sunblock and going down to help the whale. He's sick. He needs some ginger ale and to go lay down.
And a COVID shot.
This is so sad.
Yeah,
so
no, I get
that
it.
whale usually, that specific whale, fin whale, is usually way out in the water. And anytime a large sea animal is on the beach, typically it's because something's wrong. They're sick or they're injured.
So aren't they making progress to getting them back in the water?
From the article I read this morning, there's nothing that they can do because he's so big and because he's moving around. They wanted to try and sedate him, but because he might literally roll over on them, there's nothing they can't. So
I saw a video of a similar situation where they brought in some like real like construction equipment, like real bulldozers.
Okay.
And I saw them slowly get a whale back into the water. So I wonder what the difference is or what I'm not understanding. But I know it's possible because I've seen it on YouTube.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't know.
I respect having sensitivity to that. You know what I mean?
So he's just there. And
no, that sucks.
Just sick and dying.
Yeah.
I just want to go and sing to him.
What would you sing?
I would sing
Under the Sea. Oh no.
Why are you like this?
You could be his Ariel. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, what's the Ariel song?
What are you even doing? That's not even the song.
What's the Ariel thing?
What are you doing? You sound like a dying whale. So can we just, throw a couple sardines in the air for our whale friend who chose our beach to land on? I'm so sad. So if y'all see me down slow or lower,
move her. Move this little light-skinned lady out of the way before she get herself hurt.
If y'all see me with my snorkel outfit and my fin feet walking towards the whale, don't talk to me. Let me go and sing to him because he needs to know he is loved. It
is sad though. I hope they can rescue the whale and get him back right.
Poor baby.
Yeah.
Okay. The mayoral race is on.
John Carney has filed for mayor.
So right now there are 3 candidates. There is Carney, Potter Jones, and someone who wrote in, an independent. Those are the options.
All I really want to say, honestly, and I think that we both share this opinion at this point, is I don't think we're going to endorse anybody ever again. You know what I mean? At least on this show. And I don't think I'll do anything publicly necessarily. I honestly, just do your own independent research on the people who are running for office and make your own decision. I spend time sifting through all the chatter and the opinions.
Yeah.
But I think it's really important for individuals to do the work of researching people on their own and making their own independent decisions.
Yeah.
I'll say this too. I was blessed last week to be able to photograph both Potter Jones and Carney. They did 2 separate interviews for Spotlight Delaware. I know Carney's is already up there, so I encourage you to read the article written about him and why he's running. And I'm waiting for the one from Potter to come up so that you can read that too. But I'm just trying to offer you an additional sort of objective source for how to educate yourself on the 2 candidates. And I'll leave it there.
Yep.
Yeah, but pay attention.
So, I have a few things to say.
Yes.
This is just general, real quick. So I want people who are going to have real answers. I want a person who's going to have real answers to real questions. I want someone who isn't going to run from real questions or redirect an answer around them. I want someone who has ties to the community, real ties, and who knows the community. I want someone who is going to consider having conversations and actually follow through with speaking with community leaders, regardless of whether or not that person agrees with their policies. You still need to have conversations with our community leaders. I don't want them with yes men. You need to have conversations with all the people who are doing something around here. You also need to get real when it comes to the largest population of the city. Let me say that again. You have to be real with yourself, real with your administration, whoever you choose, and understand the largest population in the city.
Black people.
I also want someone who's not a puppet of the businesses within the city, who seem to get so many more benefits and treated so much better than the people who actually live here. I don't want no puppet. We deserve the best. So those are the things that I feel would help find that person. So those are the things you should be considering, I feel, when voting. So yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Hashtag Wilmington needs better leaders. Woo! So there's that.
Yeah.
Oh, Taki said, Miss Velda Jones Potter will be at the Soul Firm May 18th at 1 p.m. Come talk to her.
Yeah, do
See that.
That's the kind of thing that I would highly encourage everyone to do. Taki, I appreciate that. So, take the time to really get to see these people face to face and ask them real questions. I think that's the most important thing. And quite frankly, that is a really good way to see someone, whether or not they're not only genuine, but whether or not they actually know the issues,
right,
and whether or not they're able to speak intelligently about the issues.
Right.
I didn't talk about this, and I meant to put this in the show, and I'm not going to go all the way in, but it is to the point. I was in DC last week to photograph another politician, Anna Irma. I'm forgetting her name right now. Maria's going to punch me in the face. But Anna Irma Lassen. It's slipping me again. Long story short is she's a senator from Puerto Rico who has a long history of fighting for a lot of important progressive for the progressive agenda in Puerto Rico. And her, along with a group of additional Puerto Rican legislators and sort of activists, all formed a coalition and showed up in DC to speak on behalf of what they feel needs to happen in Puerto Rico. I say all that to say that it was appalling how little the politicians that were spoken to knew about the real crises that are happening in Puerto Rico. My point in saying that is that make sure that the people that you have these conversations, reiterating, know what's actually going on, and have real responses, not just emotional responses, but like real plans for how to handle significant issues that are plaguing our city. Yeah. And I'll leave it at that.
Yeah. And you never know, there may be another candidate that pops up. Okay. Real quick, for the people who are watching who may not have caught this earlier, happy anniversary, Nash and Jack!
I don't like feeling like a politician pastor.
Listen here, we're broke.
Donations.
I'm sorry, didn't
you messing with my hair. Ooh, don't mess with my hair, girl.
No, my hand is itching.
Oh,
should wash that.
Oh, wait.
For our third year anniversary, we have come from a laptop and iPhone on top of a stack of books in his living room to our own studio. And now we're trying to fund our events. So if you would love to support us, go to the link that I posted inside the chat. Whatever you can donate is great. And if you could share it, that would be amazing. We want to make our block party bigger and our Chris Mahana Kwanzaa event bigger. None of this money will be pocketed. None of this money will be pocketed. None of this money will be pocketed.
I don't even feel comfortable saying started from the bottom. Now we're here at this point.
Listen, no, we here again. We're here at the bottom. Oh,
man.
So, yeah, we're on Spot Fund. Link is in the comments, and I'll put it on the page. Okay. I have a Florida man for y'all. I don't think y'all is ready. Okay.
I haven't heard this. I never know what the Florida man story is until I hear it. So, man.
When I saw this, I was like, no, God. No, God, no. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Florida man arrested for hurling fried chicken at his sister during argument.
It's a disrespect to the chicken. It's a disrespect to fried chicken.
Oh, God. A Florida man was arrested for an argument between him and his sister, which escalated to the point where he started to hurl fried chicken at his sibling. And guess what his name is? Kanye.
Oh, no. That's funny.
His name is Kanye. He was taken
That's the only
into
time
custody.
the chicken flew. Pew, 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 pew.
He was arrested.
Yeah, he's a bad mother clucker.
He was arrested for throwing 2 pieces of chicken at his sister. They said,
He said, I don't give a cluck.
The chicken was from a place called Churches.
You never heard of church chicken?
That's what they said in the article.
But have you ever heard of church
yes,
chicken?
Yes, I have.
Okay, I just making
sure.
So
I'm like, no, they didn't. First of all, why are we throwing chicken? That's a good meal.
It's disrespectful to the chicken. Like you spend all of your life as a chicken knowing that one day you're going to be eaten and you want to be enjoyed properly. Like I am the chicken and you will enjoy me as fried chicken. And then you live all this life, get fried up and wasted. It's like a wasted chicken life. No,
you know what I'm
that chicken's
about?
In purgatory now. Like I lived all this life only to be thrown by some lunatic.
I understand why he was arrested. Because if I was the sister, he grabbed the bag of chicken from her, took the chicken out with his bare hands and threw it at her. I would have him arrested as well. Because if you took my fried chicken, first of all, you're not going to snatch nothing from me. Then you're not going to snatch my fried chicken bag, okay? And then you're going to throw it at me, and I can't catch it, and it hits the floor. Baby, you going to jail.
And there's so many different levels of disrespect. Like number one, depending on what you get hit with and where, did she have like a grease stain on her face after that? And it's also like you're processing. Number one, I just got hit by a piece of chicken. It probably hurt. I'm covered in grease. I'm hungry, and you just wasted my food. There are so many levels of insult. And what if she had on like a nice like outfit and she got grease stains on it now?
There are levels to this. Number one, she was running. This is where we differ, me and sis. You're not going to snatch my chicken from me and I go running, honey. I'm coming after you.
Yeah.
But she ran and sis got hit in the back of the head with a drumstick and in her back.
Yeah. It's going to be a finger licking ass whipping out in this piece. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you. And we would have been tussling. We both would have been in jail. Okay?
Over the chicken lost or over the disrespect or both? You see what I'm saying?
Both. Number one, you're not going to snatch my chicken.
And then at the end of it, you're looking at the chicken on the ground. Like, how did we get here?
That's the
like,
angry.
I just ordered this chicken.
It's hot. It's crispy. It's a little spicy.
And you ruined it.
I drizzled a little honey and hot sauce on it.
And you might have the honey and hot sauce in your eye when it got thrown at you.
It's in
and
my
now,
hair. It's on the floor.
I got to shower again.
That was $15 of my hard-earned money that is now wasted. And you going to
And listen,
jail.
when you buy a bucket of fried chicken, you are setting yourself up for excitement. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
my mouth watering.
because it's like, you're ready. You're ready. And then what did you just do? So let's say that they
It's
both
nasty.
let's say that they both have very heated tempers, and it just escalated, and like she drops the charges, and there's no actual police record. How long do you think it would take for you to be able to readdress your brother in a sound mind and have moved forward?
No, you're dead to me.
But can we piece it up by Christmas time?
It really depends.
Over Thanksgiving?
Because now every time I look at a
There's an
bag of fried
association.
chicken, I'm gonna think about how you attacked me with my own chicken.
Do you think she has chicken PTSD?
Maybe.
Do you think she's chicken to chicken now? Why did the chicken cross the road?
Oh my god.
No. All right. Fine.
No.
Because
Listen.
thrown in a fight, but yeah.
Yeah. Don't snatch my chicken from me. All right.
If you get hit in the head with a piece of chicken, does that make you a chicken head?
Oh. All right, let's talk about what's going on around town.
Oh, we got to get there still. All right, good. All right, we'll be closing with what's going on. Oh, what's going on? All right, tell me when you're ready.
All right, Wednesday, open mic.
Bang.
Open mic nights at the Grand, emceed by Wilmington's own Christian Anthem Wills. And then Thursday, also at the Grand Opera House, The Temptations and Four Tops at 8 p.m. Saturday, You're Invited, hosted and facilitated by the Center for Child Development. Black Mothers of Delaware presents Mental Wellness Lunch and Learn. Come learn about self-care strategies, family mental wellness, importance of annual wellness checks, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Also Saturday, from 6 to 9 p.m., Soul Opera and the PLP Experience live.
I'll be wearing her shirt all the time.
I know. Giving artistic flowers to the mothers of the world. Hosted by Ras Mustafa. Where you been at?
I love that dude.
Where you been?
Building bikes, doing cool stuff, riding around in a truck with his new wife and all that
Let
stuff.
me tell you something. I love when he performs. Oh my gosh.
You know he's a legend as a bike builder.
Yes.
Yeah, okay,
yes.
cool.
Sunday, Rockwood Park and Museum, Jazz High Tea with jazz pianist Logan Slanky.
Slansky, girl.
Oh, Slansky. At 4 p.m.
Slanky Logan.
That's what's going on around town. Make sure you get outside and you enjoy yourself. There is another concert at the UAE.
Big Cat.
Big Cat. And actually, it looks like that's the only day that's going to be like super sunny and not gross. So if you can get out there, bring a blanket, bring a chair, some snacks, and enjoy yourself because it's going to be a good time. It might get a little chilly, so make sure you bring a jacket.
Tony's a local legend. So,
yes.
Get your chance to see him for the first time at, a really dope venue.
Yes.
For free.
So, happy anniversary, Jay.
Bam. No. Bam. There we go.
It's 2 up top.
What? I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, 3.
I don't understand this millennial
1, 2,
stuff.
3. Woo!
Right,
happy anniversary. If it weren't for y'all, we wouldn't be doing this because your support has built us up and made us think that we are liked, and that it's your fault. So just putting that out there. But thank you guys. We love you. We love coming to events. We love talking about all the people who are doing wonderful things. We like talking about the controversial stuff that gets people talking. We just love our state and our community, and we thank you for loving us. So again, if you want to donate, you can go to our spot fund. If not, share it. We love you anyway. And listen, one thing Nash and Jay gonna do is still put on a show, baby. We don't care. If there ain't no money up in there, it don't matter. We gonna be doing what we do because we love what we do. And we love y'all. So have a wonderful week. We'll see you outside. And
spread love to the teachers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go buy them a coffee. Buy them,
Go take some of them kids out their room, but yeah.
And flowers to JB, my oldest.
Oh.
She got all A's and 1 B.
Bam! Y'all have a great day.
Bye. We love you. Bye.